My name is Jules. As always, when you join me here on my channel, you are one of my treasures. Welcome to what I like to call Area 5T1, where we do discuss the 5Ts on I apologize. Where we do discuss the 5Ts on my channel. We talk transition, we talk triathlon, we talk trans, we talk teaching / tips, and we talk trucks. As always, everyone is welcome in here. Please do enjoy here, and please be respectful with each other and others. Super chats are always welcome. Remember, 20% of super chats are donated to charity. I will also be placing a pin here for Cash App if you want to go that route. Hopefully my moderators will be here soon. So, as I was stating, anything that comes into as far as supers or the Cash App will go to charity. 10% goes to harm the homeless here in New Mexico during the winter months. They will get a care package with socks, gloves, a beanie, and a mylar lined raincoat, while the rest, the 80% will go to upgrading the channel. Welcome, Eunice. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Feel free to hit a like and subscribe to the channel. No, I'm not on Instagram. Actually, I tried to start an Instagram account, and for some reason it was giving me a little bit of a hard time to start my Instagram account. I do have a Discord server. What do you mean, have I ever gone arena? Yoshi, I am Jules. Please do leave a like and subscribe. Hello, Houston. I am actually Miss. Please, everyone, welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. If you are so inclined, you can leave a super, whether it's a sticker or a super chat. 20% does go to charity. You can also do it via the Cash App, which I have pinned here. No, I do not play Ligma. I don't play anything. Jason, you're here. I am going to add you as Yadira may have spoken to you. Actually, Jay, you can say I'm gay. I am a transgender woman that likes women. No, actually, I'm not faking Dino. Yes, Yoshi. Yes, you now have a wrench by your name, so you're all set. Cody, I'm a transgender woman. I would never, John, I would never tell you what to do with yours. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, you are a treasure here. Hello Sunshine, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Started my stream early. Actually, I stayed home from work today feeling a little sick. Deja, welcome. Actually, this is my second merch t-shirt. This is the Gem X t-shirt. It does Gem X is what I do call my Nissan Xterra. I started transitioning in the past year. Welcome, Raghad. Thank you so much, Sunshine. Three Princess, I can't understand what you're saying. Good night, Linky. Hello, everyone. Deja, I don't know if you've noticed, I do have a pin up here, and there is my Cash App. Endoskeleton, I'm a transgender woman. Hello everyone, please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Today is what I call Transition Tuesday. My outfit is one of my t-shirts from my Hello Free Samples from my merch store. This is the Gem X t-shirt. Gem X is the name of my Nissan Xterra on the back of it. Hey Yadira, welcome to the stream. It is what I call my Nissan Xterra, and it does have a picture of a white Nissan Xterra going up a mountain to a coffee shop, and it does have a UFO over it. Obviously, we do call it Area 5T1. That's where the alien theme comes from. So this is the second t-shirt I've gotten from my merch store. I also have a blanket of this one. I will put a link to the merch store. Also, you guys, if you feel so inclined to drop a super in the chat, that would be, welcome. Or there is also the Cash App pin up here. Any supers that are dropped, 30% does go to YouTube while through, and then 30 or 20% off of that goes to help warm the home, or 10% goes to warm the homeless, 5% to the rescue where I got my dog, and 5% to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. So 20% of what I get goes to different charities. Well, it's kind of like Area 51. We do discuss 5Ts. We talk about transition, we talk triathlon, we talk trends, we talk teaching/tips, and we talk trucks. Well, Fibo, I understand what you're saying about biology, but my estrogen is higher than my testosterone. Hello, Susmita. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Everyone is welcome in here. Just please be respectful. No hate. And I understand. I I work in the medical field too, FIBO. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Um, Guys, feel free to drop a super, or you can also, you know, uh, any supers do go towards 20% does go towards charities. Um, Today is Transition Tuesday, so I usually talk about updates in my transition. I think I haven't talked about, done a Transition Tuesday video in like 3 weeks. I was just looking that up. And really, I do like to kind of say I am on the spironolactone. Uh, well, DJ, that's a long story, and we try not to talk about religion in here. Um, I do have a full section on high demand religions. Um, so I, since transitioning, I started over a year ago. So now I'm about 14 months into it, and I've been on 50 milligrams of spironolactone in the morning, 2 milligrams of estradiol twice a day. And I'm on 5 milligrams of finasteride at night. Uh, my link to what Simone Body. Thank you, Mirmine. And in the past 14 months, I have seen significant progress. I'm obviously um, getting uh, pretty good sizable on the breast growth. I am definitely, it does have some tenderness to it. Also, oh, to my socials, you can look at the beginning of you can look on my main page of my uh, YouTube, and all my socials are there. And that's a hard thing to do, King Kiwi, is make your voice pass. It's probably one of the hardest things. I've known people to get uh, vocal feminization surgery, and it is a tough thing to get. Um, so, I mean, mastering it does take time, and I'll admit to that. Thank you, Muggle Mind. Yeah, there's gonna be transphobes in here all the time. Uh, but I've got great. I'm starting to get some very excellent mods in here. I just today I added Jason P. Yadira, recommended him, and everybody, they're doing a fantastic job of taking out the negative comments. Thank you, Sunshine. Well, if that's what you're here for, Pink, uh, everyone is welcome to drop a super. Remember, 20% does go towards charities. Uh, it, it, Thank you, Deja, for the $9.99 super sticker there. Deja starts it off with a $9.99 super sticker. She always seems to be. Oh, thank you, Raby, or Raddy, or Ralby. Guys, even if you throw in a super chat, says something negative, I will read it and comment back. So, Shan, welcome to the stream. Chanel. You know, even if it's the other day I had someone throw in John 3:16 in there and uh, Juan Wick, Juan Mecha. You know, this is going to become like the other day. Um, that's awesome, Deja. I'm glad you're cheerful. Uh, I saw someone drop a $99 super chat to another trans woman before, and thank you very much, WYX. And she read their comment and she just thanked them. You know, you two are doing fantastic, Jason and Yadira. I do want to say thank you. Otherworldly, welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Yeah, she is amazing. I have another mod that's great too. I don't know if she'll stop by today. Her name is Lena Mystic Mama. She does a fantastic job. It's not, Curtis, it's not about censorship, but it's more about making sure we keep the positive mood that we want in here. Hey, Susan, welcome to the stream. Yes, my family is supportive. You know why? Because, Reb, I'm going to tell you why transphobes come in here because they're attracted or they've experimented themselves and they're just denying who they are. Well said, Deja. Correct. There's nothing wrong with transitioning, whether male to female, female to male. Muggle, I understand what you're saying. Well, if the algorithm's sending you here, you still came in here. Actually, Richard, I know Area 51 is just where they build new aircraft. Uh, so, and that's where they test them. So, like, you know, the F-43 that's going to come out soon, that's probably where they're tested. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Thank you, Yadira. Actually, last time I landed in Vegas, I got to see the blank airplanes that the people that work in Area 51 fly in. Well said, Sunshine. I like that comment about the ones that are rude are the ones with most problems. I was not in the military, but I do work for the Department of Veterans Affairs. Yes, they are. They're working overtime. I just added Jason today, and he's doing a fantastic job. Yadira, you know, suggested him, and I can see why. I don't see your question. No, I haven't seen it, Sly. The problem is right now we're at the beginning of the stream. We've already hit 2,000 views and 17 likes. And that's what's happening is people are just bombarding the channel right now. And it's 6:30 out here at my time, so I think I picked a very good time. Like right now we have 162 concurrent viewers. So that's what's happening. Yes, it has warehouse. We've gone also from probably like in the hundreds to the thousands of subscribers. Welcome, Jacob. Thank you, Stacy, for hitting the subscribe button. We're only one away from hitting 20 likes. If are inclined to do so, please do hit a super, whether it's a sticker, a chat. If it is a chat, it will be read, and 20% of proceeds do go to charity. Hello, Syed. I honestly, well, are you saying transgender women in women's sports? Because men in women's sports is completely different. Look at that, 200 at concurrent viewers. I don't think I've ever seen that. But honestly, I don't think that transgender women should be in women's sports. No, it's not so much that they're pretending. If they're trans, they aren't pretending to be a woman. They are transitioning, but they should not be in women's sports. Oh, don't insult me with the Roseanne thing. It's got a shades of both, brown and red. Well, Monkey, welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Uh, I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I actually grew up in San Diego, California. And the way it looks, I may be moving back there. Today was the first closing of an application I did put in for a new job with the VA in San Diego, California. Honestly, you never know, I may have XXY. I've never checked. Stacy, what kind of medical professional are you? Uh, many of us are non-believers here with God, so we appreciate no religious. Are you in San Diego warehouse? I know, so people can say they're medical professionals, but they can't prove it. It's not like they stick licenses here. So that would make Jesus a monarch. Uh, Actually, I'm going to tell you, Christians tend to spread a lot of hate. Any church tends to spread hate. I saw that Muggle. We'll see how it goes. Yes, Stuart, I am trans. Well, for those that are getting my channel recommended by YouTube, uh, I was Catholic as I was raised, but I don't. I left the Catholic Church and went to the Mormon Church. Now I've deconstructed and I don't believe in any faith. Um, I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico right now. For those that are being recommended by YouTube, there's obviously something in your algorithm that sends you my way. So you've done some research in being trans or uh, part of the LGBTQIA community. Actually, it's not my real hair. I do wigs because I can have fun with them. Well, thank you, Clive FR Cliffer. No, you don't have to ever agree with everything with me, but it just seems like everything when you throw in hate, um, would you, I don't come to your channel and throw in hate, especially if you're religious or have right-wing views. I don't come to your channel and throw in any hate. So why do you come into mine and put it in? That's basically why my mods are in here. Okay, my story basically, throughout my life, I've noticed female tendencies in me when I was in my teens. I started trying on makeup, my mom's makeup, even clothes. And then I would always, try, female things. So it wasn't so much that I was gay, but later on in life, I noticed that I wanted to start dressing again, and I really felt uncomfortable in male body. So if you guys really want your comments read, if you throw in a super, even if it's $1.99, I will read them. So at age 52 is when I did start transitioning. Uh, but now I am 54 and I had to stop for a bit and start back up about 14 months ago. Well, I am 54. Because I'll tell you why I waited so long. It's because society. Uh, just think about it. I was growing up in a Mexican household, machismo, and then went to Catholic school. Then I joined the Mormon church. Everything, like a lot of people in here make it a sin or make it something wrong, which it isn't. If you obviously feel that you're in the incorrect body, you should be able, one, to go talk to someone about it, and then two, um, if you feel like you need to transition, yes, you should be allowed to transition. And I did go talk to someone. I did get help, get real, because one, I would say Ukraine actually on that rock. Uh, they have a better leader. Uh, yes, universal sisterhood. I love that. Handsome, you need to, I've known people that have fully transitioned, and you probably wouldn't know them, if they came on here or, I have a right to be who I want to be, Danimal. Good night, 913. No, I am transitioning to a woman. My childhood was excellent. I I would say I'm a transgender and I'm lesbian because I do still like women. Well said, Monica, about transgender actors. Or even cross dressers like thank you, Domingo. I've actually been to a therapist, Balake. Um, yes, Pid. Thank you, Sunshine. You're such a positive person on here. Well, at times you feel different, but um, I had a great childhood. Yeah. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, you are a treasure here. Uh, Justin, right now I am separated. Spear, that is like the oldest joke in the book. That and the Transformer one. Yes, I do have kids. I have a daughter getting a master's degree right now. McFly, that's how these people, all they want to do is want to get me upset. So that's why I just work with patience. Ooh, warehouse work here with 5 Canadian dollars, uh, and it questions the existence of God, because why create situations where you have no chance to be a Christian? Okay. So we had our second super chat. As always, all super chats will be read, or if you throw in a super sticker, you will be thanked by my mods and myself. Also pinned up here is for Cash App, if you want to do it via Cash App. Now, I won't be able to see if you sent something there. Thank you, Shark. We are already at 25 likes. See right here, Satan, another one that throws out a joke that's been played out a long time ago. We've already hit 1,650 subscribers. Our goal is to try to hit 3,500 by the end of the year. You know, I just read the comments. I don't let them bog me down. Thank you, Shark Tank. No bottom surgery yet. Oh yeah, that's you, Yadira. I am working on that. Caden, that's not something that just suddenly leads you down this path. It's something you feel throughout your life, but it doesn't, you don't find, it takes time to discover who you truly are. I've already said it about trans women in sports. I don't feel they should be in women's sports. Yeah, I mean, we're already halfway to what we made yesterday in views, and we're only 30 minutes in. Yesterday we did, what, 16,000 views? And we're... Yeah, we did 15,000 views, and this channel is already going to be the top 2 on my channel. Can you ask why? What, Shark Tank? It's just a feeling that you have within you that you aren't the person that you were assigned at birth. Guys, really, honestly, I don't, if you guys put in religious comments, it's not so much that I used to be into religion, but I have some subscribers that have religious trauma, so please, let's try not to have them in here. Trans in prison. That's a difficult one, because if I am fully trans, I didn't have any of my male parts anymore. What's gonna happen? You gotta think about really what's in the end. What's gonna happen? Either one, you're gonna go into, when you go into a male prison, you're gonna be really bullied, So, Shark Tanko, thank you. Yeah, and that's one of my big things here is on issues. Yes, like on the sports, I agree that there might be a biological advantage. While you know, in like the restroom situation, if I were to go into men's restroom, obviously I would be bullied or even assaulted very easy. I would date women, Remy. Kids are not being persuaded to be trans. Um, if kids feel it's just something that I've felt it since I was young in my teens. So then I'm gonna say one thing though. I do believe that they should be able to see a therapist when they're kids, but not start on hormones until they're 18 or 19. Remy, that's your opinion, but I don't think they are. Warehouse, I'm not a Christian. I don't believe in the what the Bible says. I don't. I'm an atheist. Um, Honestly, I believe there are missing. If you look at the Bible, it was put together by a pagan uh, at the Council of Nicaea. His name was Constantine. Um, there's parts that are missing, um, and well, my social media is not pushing it, Caden. There, there's uh, and then people that are Christian uh, or other types of Christianity that claim to be Christian tend to push hate. Um, they'll say, well, my Christian church is true, but no, my Christian church is true, but no, this Christian. Why not trans though? Is the question. Yeah, and my last church, I was a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and if you look within my channel, I do have a whole uh, category where I'm talking about the church, and I do one chapter at a time in a book that's like basically the rookie manual to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I am showing how people should have informed consent before joining any Christian or any religion rather than just being, you know, taught an idea and not having enough informed consent. What was the original question? I'm answering so many, Caden, that I'm I'm losing track here. I no, I'm not gonna do that, Archie. Where do they do some weird stuff, Caden? I do believe in science. Yeah, it is sketch. The church is very sketchy. It is cultish, And but yet they're the richest church in the world. They were worth $300 billion. Well said, Disha. That was a good question. Yes, uh, Jesse, but science is a method of finding things to be true. Yeah, but you know why, Caden, is because they have a lot of the government in their pocket, probably. Do you know they own 2% of Florida? That's the um I'm not married. Well, I'm separated, but I don't consider myself married. Yeah, and that's what science does. It separates facts from fiction. Caden, but you guys do push it. You guys constantly say what we're doing is wrong, so that's pushing heterosexuality. So if you push that being lesbian, gay, bi, or trans is wrong, that means you are pushing what you say is natural. Corzo, I actually belong to a church of atheism, which is pretty cool. Correct. It is. It's a gender. Actually, no. We just do talks. We actually have atheist hymns. A lot of them are. And now I'm gonna tell you that a lot of us are mainly ex-Mormons, but we're trying to find like ex-Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff so we can build up on it. Um, it's not something that draws you in. It's not like someone put bait and brought you in. It's something that you start feeling, and you want, you feel that you're in the wrong body, and then and that you want to do, be the right person that you truly are. I like most. I like that. Really, there's so much more in femininity that you can do. I like I like doing my makeup. I can dress I can dress in men's clothes and I can dress in women's clothes. I can you know I you know I can, since I'm still attracted to women, I can still be with women. I don't put down religious beliefs. I just tell people that they should go and put their religion into the bite model of authoritarian control, written by Dr. Stephen Hassan. And if your religion probably hits, I'd say about 80% of those, uh, you know, categories, then you're probably in a cult. So that's one thing. So, like, I put the Mormon Church into the bike model of authoritarian control, and it didn't hit 3 points. And there is a lot of questions in that model. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. No, it's not. Most likely in my mind, mm, I I felt, as a kid, I've always felt I need to do things in a more feminine way. Welcome, Aid. Yeah, it has been a while. Welcome, Justin. Corzo, I can see, but that's love bombing that the Mormon Church does. After a while, you will see they'll become very judgmental people. KK, religion doesn't always mean they're in a cult. That's why I always say put it into the bite model of authoritarian control. I don't know if you've ever been to a Mormon temple, seen some of the secret ceremonies, uh, have to know a lot of things that they follow. There's a lot of things. Well, and my friends used to call me the Mexican because I am of Mexican descent, and I used to be Mormon, so they would call me the Mexican. And yes, there are some Latino Mormons that, because they have the machismo on top of it, then they have the fact that you receive the priesthood, every man in the church receives a priesthood. They say that the priesthood is the ultimate authority over everyone. So that's double whammy to be in charge of the household. And I will tell you, when the men are in charge, uh, when the men are in charge of the family, they can abuse the wife. And I've seen it. I've seen it in front of me. I had a friend and whose wife accidentally got wontons instead of rangoons, and I swear he would probably almost was ready to beat her in front of me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Uh, we're doing fantastic. We are up to 1,655 subscribers. That means we've hit 27 new subs already. Well said, Deja. You have a good night. And welcome, everyone. Just know, if you do drop a super chat or a super sticker, 20% does go to charities. 10% does go to towards keeping the homeless warm in the winter here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. If I end up moving to California, I will use it in California to help the homeless. The other 5% will go to Animal Humane New Mexico, where I adopted my dog. And the other 5% will go to Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. Thank you very much, Corzo. Deja, thank you, Deja, once again. You're so supportive. Okay, which protests are you talking about? Are you in California, Kim? Actually, looks are not important in femininity. It's all about really, I like personality. There, there has been some people where I was attracted at one point to one young lady, and it was all looks. And then I met another young lady, and I was really, really always talking to her, and then it seems like my attraction changed more towards her. And although she was still beautiful, it was more her personality that attracted me. There are a couple of three jobs openings right now at the VA that I qualify for, and I already work for the VA. I can also go take care of my mom, um, so it would help out. Uh, oh, you would like to be in Sacramento? Okay, yeah, I have a niece that lives up in the Sacramento area. I'm a nurse. I work for the Department of the Veterans Affairs. So, like for Deja, if she lived in my area, she could be one of my patients. She's a veteran. Space Frog, there. I actually did. I tell you I actually had the AR over here the other day. Every single Andrew, what every single rabbit hole with what? Are you talking with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? Because that has one large rabbit hole. Well, it depends on what veterans you get, because there are a lot of veterans nowadays that regret voting the MAGA way. You get veterans now. Um, oh, I had just mentioned mine. That's why he said, yeah, I have a lot of veterans that I had one the other day that said that he really regretted his choice. Um, and then then I've had others that are have gender dysphoria themselves, are on hormones and everything. So Warehouse. That's a pretty good question. No, the Mormon Church does use the King James Version of the Bible, but they also use the Book of Mormon. Uh, so they do use both. Their books of scripture, they've had the King James Version, they have the Book of Mormon, they have the Doctrine and Covenants, and then they have the Pearl of Great Price. Yeah, and that was all a big joke as the picture of Trump as a pope. Even he said it on the news. Yeah, Scientology is really creepy, but when you really, and I know we're getting to a lot of religious stuff here, but if you really start examining the Mormon Church, it can be as creepy as Scientology. Like the Sea Org that uh, L. Ron Hubbard developed, the Mormons had their own army called the Danites. They still have some very high security. They have a building where they train like almost like mercenary forces, kind of like Blackwater stuff. I heard a story on from an ex-Mormon about it. They have like a training facility that's a big warehouse. Most people think it's like what they call a bishop's storehouse, and it has all kinds of special forces training. It's like a forces training facility. And then once you get into temple experience, that's very culty in the Mormon church. Even the first time you go, they give you this little warning when you go in the temple at the very beginning. Well, if you feel like you don't want to go through, please raise your hand now. We'll walk you out. Of course, the culty stuff doesn't come till later on. Some people come out that have been lifelong members come out and it's opened their eyes. 8, have you seen that we are now monetized? You can now give supers like stickers and super chats. Uh, Deja just left, and at the end she gave us $49 super chat. Jen, I haven't seen in a while. Lena was here about a day and a half ago. Uh, it's just back and forth, you know. And Alice, I haven't seen in ages. I mean, the channel has just grown astronomically since the beginning of the year. Uh, yes, Warehouse, I do have super chats. Down at the bottom, you should see the little dollar sign symbol. You can drop super chats in there. Whatever you say will be read out loud. Hey Lily, how you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe if you aren't already. I know I've seen you here before. Hello Alexis, welcome to the stream. Exactly. 8, I remember that. Oh, you bring back the Wilma incident. That's awesome, Ricardo. I don't know, Stacy. I don't know what's wrong with people. Palestine and Israel, I don't really have a side on that one. Um, because I have people like I have subs on both sides, and the thing is, I did get like one Israeli person saying in here, well, we are God's chosen people, and that once again, that's like someone from. I had a Mormon in here saying, we are the one true church, and I told them, I've gone down that rabbit hole before. I said, you don't want to, you know, go, don't start with that with me, so. That was funny, Eight. You're making me laugh again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Well, my background decor has changed a little bit. That my lights are not on right now because my background decor of a dog right there. He like wagged his tail too hard and broke all the wires on them. So I have to do some soldering and shrink tubing. I already have the shrink tubing right here. Hey, Cincinnati Drew, welcome. It is okay within reason, random. Um, well, actually, I think a lot more male to female, but I'm gonna tell you the ones. It's more the male to female that are getting hate, and I'll tell you that, and that's why they're pointing out more. Um, yes, I do have kids. I have a daughter and a stepson. So the thing is, I don't know why the trans population gets such hate. As I say in every video, we are 1% of the population. My favorite thing I own besides my dog, I would have to say it would be, there's a lot of things. I would have to say it'd be like either my my Xterra, my Gem X, as I call it. Um, I can use it to work on it. I can have take a drive in it. Yeah, even less than 1%. Last I saw it was 0.95, so you can say we're 1%. So I don't know why people are so bothered by 1%. No, it's not complete. I can tell you the most I've gotten is I've definitely gotten B's, and that's without surgery. That's all hormone growth. And I'm only 1 year into it. These keep growing for 2 more years, and then I will consider surgery if I need it or not. I haven't been to Thailand. Oh, that's a good question there, Stacy. Bubs, what's 41%? Camille, welcome to the stream. Hello everyone, if you're just joining us for the first time, please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. You can always drop a super chat, super sticker. Just know that 20% of what you give will go to charity. Well, Nanny, I do like women. Thank you, Crystal. Do you know all this has become muscle memory? My eyeliner. I've just learned to do it all by hand. My makeup. I think it came out a little big today, but I do like the winged eyeliner. Um, I'm sure it does. I'm sure I've seen it. I've seen it happen. Some similar things happen in real life. I used to work in the emergency room, so I've seen someone come back from South America with a BBL, and it was basically opening up. It was dehiscing. Area 51. I've actually met someone that just told. Basically, this was when my dad and I were younger. When I was younger, and my dad had an office next to a guy that actually used to work for the government, and we watched a special on when the government actually claimed Area 51 was real. And then we asked him if he'd ever been there, and he told us yes, and he told us exactly that it was just a government facility to test all new aircraft. And sure enough, he was right. Basically, that's what it is where they go test all the new aircraft, like the F-117, the B-2 stealth bomber, all the new aircraft. So, I mean, yes, it's there. Now all the stories about aliens that may be there, I don't know. Where do we get some of our technology? Yeah, he's down here now. Emma, he's my rescue. He is a Dalmatian mix. Yeah, and that's what I do is little by little. Some days it comes out better than others, but yeah, I had It's all about practice. Yes, Yadira, that is Thomas. My dog's name is Thomas, as Yadira said. Thomas, I just adopted about 2 months ago at uh, a rescue here called Animal Humane New Mexico. Uh, just know if you do donate or give any super chats or super stickers, 5% of what is given does go to Animal Humane New Mexico. Um, 10% does get put aside. So during the winter, I can buy stuff like this. Uh, so I'm gonna make care packages for the homeless. I'm gonna give them a nice yellow beanie, a pair of gloves, a pair of socks, and I'm also gonna buy, try to get like rain jackets that have like that are mylar lined, like those mylar, those foil blankets, so it'll keep them warmer. So that's what 10% goes to if you do donate to the channel, whether it's $1.99 or $9.99, whatever you give, 10% goes to helping warm the homeless. Um, have a good night, 8. Um, and the other 5% goes to Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. And then 80% just goes to making the channel a better, maybe get like better studio, like better lighting, better, maybe I'm thinking a green screen, stuff like that. So we can do like really cool effects in here. Maybe, I think the next thing I want a little box so I can do 2 monitors. So I can be watching your guys' comments on a monitor over here rather than straight down. Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, you are a treasure here. We are almost at 11,000 views. We're gonna probably keep going for about another hour, 10 minutes. So we've been having a good night tonight. Today is Transition Tuesday. I usually earlier I was giving my updates on my transition, and as far as updates, I've been just talking that over the past year, massive improvement on what, Shill? I have definitely in this year of transition, I have over a year now. I'm on 14 months transition. I have definitely seen a lot of, obviously, breast tissue growth, and I'm probably uh, getting close to a B cup, and they still give me, some tenderness. Uh, also, and then I am seeing improvement on how to do my makeup. Um, and we one thing I have seen a lot and is my I have found my emotions changing a lot. Some days I've been watching movies and I have broken out in tears, um, but um, it has been a great uh, experience to be able to grow as a woman. Okay, let's see. Where is it, Stacy? Uh, I must have missed your question, Stacy. Um, are you talking about the one in the woods? I don't see any other question but that. Ah, okay, sounds good. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. As always, you are a treasure here. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Um, we are at almost 11,000 views. Yesterday we did hit, what, 16? Um, and yesterday, uh, no, on Sunday we hit 16. It was Star Wars Day. I did do some Star Wars makeup. I did more of a Darth Maul look. I was trying to have some fun. Of course, we get either way, you get people that will do some criticism of what you try to do, whether you do abstract makeup or try to do, some cosplay. Um, you know, we try, we just try to have fun here. Um, so, hello and welcome to the stream, everyone. Please do hit a like. We are at 30 likes. Uh, we've been able to get the 10 likes quickly lately, within 10 minutes, and then it will go down to that's a good thing to do, Shib. I'll say one thing for myself. This past election was the first time I voted Democratic. Um, first two elections, I actually voted for Trump, but after seeing what happened at the Capitol building, I wasn't going to vote for him. Um, I was a hardcore conservative for a long time. When I moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and re-registered to vote when I got my driver's license, I I re-registered as an independent. Uh, I'm starting to look at things more objectively and not just vote by partisan beliefs, but also by how, you know, what my I look at you know, break down on what each, um, our official believes and stands for, and then vote that way. Same with propositions and different policies that are going through. Like, for example, I back a lot of, like me, I'm a big Second Amendment person. Someone did ask about my AR-15. Yes, I own one. I don't mind going to the gun range and shooting some paper from time to time, but also, yeah, universal background checks are necessary. Uh, I lived in Florida. In Florida, to buy one, you could go buy it. If I owned mine and say my next door neighbor wanted to buy one, he could technically come to me, uh, give me what I'm asking for it, and then I could just sell it to him. Yeah, and not only can I shoot, I shoot. I have a pistol. I have a 6-hour P226. I have my AR. I have a Remington 870. But I also do archery. There we go. That's my archery tattoo there. Yeah, Biden was too senile. I just I couldn't bring myself to vote for Trump a second time, a third time. Camely, when it comes down to firearms, really, it's the person that has it in their hands. You know, you that's who's responsible. You know, it's not I can lay my gun right here and it won't kill a person. People kill people. But not the. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Correct, and that's the way I voted, Shib. I voted by who I. That's how I voted, as who I thought would do the better job. I did not. I was not honestly in the. After seeing what happened on January 6th, I just couldn't bring myself to vote for Trump again. Honestly, if I was going to vote a businessman into office, it would have been Mitt Romney. That guy knows how to do business. Thank you, Shib. And yeah, pretty much that's how I voted. One, I am pro, well, I would say I believe in Roe v. Wade. I have a daughter, so if anything happened to her and she needed to have an abortion, yes, I would be pro-abortion. Um, I'm pro LGBTQ rights, pro, trans rights, obviously. Right, but we should all have, if you know, like myself, I wouldn't hurt myself if I couldn't transition, but some people would. It causes such an imbalance for them to not be able to express themselves or even transition that some people would will get suicidal. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. There, I think sometimes, um, like there are a lot of shootings that I think have in the past few years have. When you think of certain things that might be conspiracy theories, I like looking at some of them. I like examining some of them, like the whole Trump shooting. Either that was staged, or that kid really got lucky in the shot. Because, you know, I've watched some YouTube videos trying to recreate it. Um, and it was very difficult to do. There are a lot of things that seem like it could be CIA activity. Um, but I mean, even if you look at back to like the Kennedy and everything, I have a friend, and I told her she was saying, I don't know how I could ever start a channel about anything, and I told her she should start a conspiracy theory channel because she's really in this conspiracy theory part, and of here in the U.S., and she's almost likely I would get tracked down. I'm like, no, I'm like, there's a lot of people that do them. James, what do you mean I'm part of the problem? Hey, welcome CLH. Hmm. Hola, chica, ¿cómo estás? We got a couple of new mods in here, Kathy. We've got Yadira, and then we've got Jason P. I don't know if Jason is still here. Um, yeah, he's right here. Kathy's been around in the channel for a while. How's your wife doing? Yeah, that's what I just thought of. I'm like, how's your and that's why I asked. Um, things have been great in here, Kathy. You can see we've made some supers. Ah, okay. Whenever, if you ever need to talk, Chica. Yeah, we're starting to get supers. Actually, in the past 3 weeks, I think we've hit 380 total. Plus what's here today, we'll just throw it a little over 400 bucks. So that means about 40 will go to, buying stuff for the homeless. Uh, 20 will go to Animal Humane New Mexico, and 20 to the Transgender Resource Center here in Albuquerque. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, you are a treasure here. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Our channel is growing astronomically. Let's see where we're at right now. Oh, thank you, Chica. You guys just received five. She just gave 5 different gift memberships to Raven, Space Frog, Helena, uh, Burberry Savage, and MB. So what I am gonna start doing on Friday, I'm gonna do get ready with me's in the membership channel. We do have, that means we have 7 members on the channel now. Shib, who talks like a Fed? Because I am a Fed. Um, oh, we lost 2 people. But we're at 1,657 subscribers now. That is awesome. We've gotten 10,000 views today. Almost 11,000, really. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Um, Yeah, one of the things that did come out in the news, I saw it yesterday, the Supreme Court did pass where uh, they are going to start kicking out people in the military for being trans, or if they have a diagnosis of gender dysphoria, they will be discharged. Did you guys hear that? Correct, Shib. I think that, at one point it was growing as far as, accepting people, and then now it's regressing. Yeah, CLH, it is going to hurt lots of people. It can even cause damage to people. I think it'll even cause people to hurt themselves, even unalive themselves. I think, we were slowly getting to a point where the LGBTQ family was really being accepted. Um, I think next month will be very interesting. Um, and the melting pot. Did you ever watch Schoolhouse Rock? For those of you that grew up in my generation, the Great American Melting Pot. Yeah, and I'm wondering if a lot of these people they're probably gonna lose VA benefits, working for the VA. You know, I wonder what they're gonna do with trans vets. Are they gonna take away their benefits? Because I've had vets that come in and you see it right. Since I open their charts to take care of them, I see the HRT listed as uh, their medication regimen, and it does say, then when I see that, I start looking at their diagnoses on the front page, and yeah, you'll see gender dysphoria on there. Are they gonna start referencing through the yeah, but I'm saying vets that already have benefits. That's a big one that I'm concerned, about my vets that are. Um, because I've had plenty of vets, you know, that are trans that I've taken care of. Oh, I'm safe. I'm in a right now. I'm in a good state, and if I move, I will be in an even better state. Kathy, if you're still in here, I'm contemplate. I've already applied for 3 jobs, but I'm contemplating moving to California now. Yes, midterms are important. San Diego, right where I went. Um, I'm going back in in February. If I don't move it back before then, moving there won't be difficult, but I might make it to where my stuff that I have in Florida, I fly to Florida, rent rent a van there, get my stuff that I need from my pod there, get rid of my pod, drive this way, get the little bit of stuff I have here, and sell off some of the stuff I have here, and then drive to California, then get my car shipped there. If it works that way, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We just hit 11,000 views, 11,002. We are doing fantastic today. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Everyone is welcome in here. Please do keep please keep everything respectful. We did do what? I guess I'll put it this will be number 2 video on the top 10. So we've been doing fantastic lately. That might help the algorithm for the weekend. We've done fantastic over the past month. We've hit what? Total of $380.71 in super chat revenue, along with 64 that's here. They do take out 30%, so that'll be about $18 they take out, so that'll make it like 46. So it'll be just over 400, meaning that 10% will go to buy about, $40 will go to buy stuff for the homeless, 20 towards where I adopted my dog from, and 20 to the Transgender Resource Center. Of New Mexico. Okay, Camly, down at the bottom there's a little dollar sign. You can click right there, and it'll say, do you want to give a super sticker or a super chat or whatever. I have a friend in her 70s there too. It's called Mom. And actually there's an extra room in their house. Oh, really? That's strange. Um, Let me do. There's another way we can do this. I can pin. Do you guys see? I had a pin there earlier for my Cash App. That's another way to do it. I don't know if that's still on there. I can always pin that up. Let me do that. I can. Because my phone still shows it there, but I took the pin down because I don't know if anybody had sent anything. On that because I don't want it to go to the wrong place. You know, so that happened to a friend of mine the other day. One of her viewers sent money to the wrong Cash App, and I wouldn't want to do that to you guys. It's that should be it right there. I'm a Star Wars person. If you were here on May the 4th, I did I did do some Star Wars makeup. I know it was I did like a Darth Maul type of look. I got a lot of flack for it. Um, yeah, that's the correct Cash App. Um, so I'm a big Star Wars fan. I would have to say my favorite movie uh, would be Empire Strikes Back. And then as far as favorite TV show, well, if I want Star Wars TV shows, I would have to say it's Andor, and that the 3 new episodes come on tonight. No problem, CLH. Yeah. Now the difference between Cash App and YouTube. Yeah, I know it has 15,000. I think we've hit more than that before. Oh yeah, Andor is awesome, and on top of that, oh, last week I was like, oh, I'm gonna just watch one episode tonight, then go to sleep early for work. I got so hooked on it, and they come out with 3 episodes at a time. Now, which first 2 movies did you watch? That's the problem. Right, CLH. YouTube takes 30% and Cash App doesn't take any. I was asking a friend of mine that streams also, because she also puts her Cash App on there, uh, whether it's okay, and she says, that it's been fine. So, uh, oh, the first 2 that got released in the 1980s, actually, those were episodes 5 and 6. The thing about Star Wars, it starts in the middle of the series. Then they go back and tell the story before those 2, or before those 3, because the original one came out in 1977. Then the 80s they did the 2 sequels, and then they went back and did prequels. I did too, Kathy. It wasn't at the drive-in, but it was at a walk-in theater, and Yeah, episodes 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, so episode 4 was released in 1977, but at that time it didn't have the episode on it. It was just Star Wars. It didn't even have the New Hope on it. It was just called Star Wars. And then what happened is, you know, after that, it became Star Wars: A New Hope later on, because at the beginning it does say something. That's how it came back, and then that's how the movie Rogue One came about, was because of a line with like a statement within the the opening crawl of the original Star Wars movie. That's how Rogue One came about, and the Andor show. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I do want to thank CLH for supporting. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. We are doing fantastic today. We are at 11,033 views. Our next live stream after today will be on Thursday evening. This weekend, I will be releasing probably a ton of content. Besides that, I will work on my high demand religion videos, on my exit from the Mormon church. I've got a couple, probably 2 videos coming out on that. One coming out from the book that I've been using, another like my personal experience in there. Yeah, Kathy, I'd say Empire first, then Rogue One. Rogue One just has that, is a tragedy. So and that's it. Because the hero dies. And it just, watching every single one die is amazing. It was a story of sacrifice. Good night, Ship. Thank you for joining us here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, you are a treasure here. Guys, we're probably going to go about another 15 minutes. And our peak viewer time, we had over 200 viewers at one time, 238 today. Guys, new merch. I did get my Gem X t-shirt. And it does have the drawing. I don't know if I think I showed the Gem X blanket. It has the same t-shirt or drawing on the back. Remember, merch is available at the Jules Printify store. I will try to link that to the channel soon. Everything from t-shirts to blankets to even coffee is available on there. Whether you just want the coffee beans and you grind them yourself or unground. Actually, count me. The YouTube rules is no. We stayed. It kind of tapered down. I've been watching Space Frog. Space Frog, you know you got a membership from Kathy, right? Cammy, the first thing about showing firearms on, yeah, but when showing them, you have to place them in the background. You cannot handle them. So I can't go get them right now because I would be handling them. There's a new rule. Yeah, there used to be people that would show how to fix things on your firearms on YouTube, but now I even went and read it because Space Frog did ask me to put my AR on the channel, and they informed me that, you know, you can't handle them, but put it in the background, which I did one day, and yeah, I looked it up before bringing it on here. You can have it in the background, but you cannot have your hands on it. I will next time. I had it, oh, I can't think of which stream I had it in. I had it in the background, and Space Frog, I had it in the background on one of my videos. I thought of you one night. In fact, it's still out of its case. Because of that. In fact, I think the case is sitting right in the middle of its floor. Yeah, I kind of flashed to it. Yeah, I know, it was for 5 seconds. I moved the phone over to where it was. That too, Kathy, I understand what you're saying there. I just, my biggest thing, and like I said, I did look up the policies, uh, but my biggest things was that I didn't want any strikes. I got a strike one time. I didn't get a strike. I did get a warning because uh, I was doing a video while I was driving, and then the music in the background came on because I forgot to turn my radio down, and I got a warning, like a copyright warning. So, things are so... Yeah, I've had that a long time there. Uh, I'm just a big fan of the Guy Fawkes mask, and then also of his... Because many people just associate it with Anonymous um, and V for Vendetta, but I don't think a lot of people understand who Guy Fawkes was. Yeah, Kathy, would you believe we're over 1,000 subscribers since January 1st. Guy Fawkes was actually a member of the British Parliament. He was actually kind of like a revolutionary. And what happened is they were trying to reform Parliament, and they were going to actually... They had put some explosives under Parliament, and he was watching it the last time before it was actually when they were caught. But he was also known for actually being one of the most, well-spoken in Parliament at the time. So when people say, when they say, remember the 5th of November, that's when Guy Fawkes Day is. You actually hear that in the movie Vendetta, V for Vendetta. And what happens, that's when Guy Fawkes had all those explosives under British Parliament. And every year they actually have like a big Guy Fawkes ceremony or like holiday. And what they do, they actually have little... I don't know if people wear these masks, but I hear they do have like little puppets of him, and they have like little fireworks on them and all that. If you look up the history online, I mean, even just Wikipedia, it's pretty accurate. Sometimes Wikipedia will have pretty accurate information, or it can always be your starting resource on something. So yeah, that's where that saying comes from. Remember the 5th of November. Which was kind of strange that our election this year happened on the 5th of November, or last year. Okay, I think we're going to go for the last 5 minutes here. Yeah, I'm going to have to get going too. I have to get ready for work tomorrow. I didn't go this morning. I woke up, I wasn't feeling 100%. And I mean, I think I had enough hours for today. If not, I'll be AWOL for an hour or so. That's how the VA works. It works like the military. If you don't have enough hours, they would consider you AWOL. That's absent without leave. But I'd rather not go if I am sick and risk the fact of getting in trouble, or, of course, Elon might come get me. But oh well. Um, I will say that I want to thank everyone for being here. We had another great stream at 11,000 viewers. This is going to put it at number 2. We did, thanks to Kathy, we have 5 new members to the channel. Remember, I'm going to start making some exclusive videos for members on the channel. There are 2 tiers. I think one is a $2.99 tier. That's tier 1. Tier 2 is like $5.99 a month. I do want to thank Deja for her generous donations to the channel. And let me see, who do we have give some supers here? I want to make sure I get everybody. Oh wait, there they are. First, Deja gave a super sticker for $9.99. Warehouse Work with Kim did give a super chat. For $5 Canadian. Then Deja gave $49.99, and then Kathy gave the 5 gift memberships. So I do want to thank everybody. For those of you that got those gift memberships, do take advantage of them. Saturday, I will do a get ready with me before filming our stream in the evening. So I do want to thank everybody for being here. Remember, have a great night. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. I am Jules. All of you are my treasures. You are here in Area 5T1. And have a great night. Thank you.